Hey folks, it's me India from Centro Caridad. I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded a video or any type of content for that matter. I just want to say sorry. I tend to be a very nervous person when it comes down to videos and stuff, and I can't grasp my way around doing videos and stuff. I tend to be very solitary and awkward and stuff. But I'm trying, so bear with me and stuff. I wanted to discuss today about prayer. What prayer is, ways to pray, the dynamics of prayer in our development as media unidad espiritista, and how integral that is to our development. Understand? As a espiritista, I know for a fact that one of the most important things that one has to cultivate, apart from having obvious faith, is developing a healthy habit of daily prayer. Daily prayer, mindful prayer, meditation, stuff of that nature. In prayer, we try to raise our frequency, raise raise our connection, and be able to cross the threshold of this existence and connect and tap into that energetic frequency that's around us, understand? And direct our thoughts, direct our intentions towards specific, say, deities, spirits, loas, orishas. We could pray for ourselves, we could be praying for family, we could be praying for people that have crossed the threshold of this existence. Any number of prayer we could be reciting, understand? We could be praying for ourselves, but we could also be praying for other people too. To me, there's no clear, concise way to pray. The reason why I say that is that that prayer is very personal to each individual. Cultivating a life of prayer and connection to spirit is a very personal and very intimate experience to each individual. Different folks approach it a different way, or may have different understandings of how to go about prayer. One of the things that I have implemented when I first started out in my development was that I had a hard time really silencing my own personal thoughts. The thoughts that often jumble and come across our mind and stuff like that. To be able to adequately sit still and go into contemplative prayer where we really settle down and try to clear our minds from the clutter and everything, and really focus our intentions and attention to what specifically we wish to pray about, or who do we want to pray to, or who we want to connect to. And one of the things that I implemented in my life oftentimes was, I've collected a lot of prayer books in my time, I used to do devotionals, I used to recite the rosary, the mala, and throughout time, I noticed that helped me to be able to center myself. And as time progressed, I was able to finally get over just the repetitive and nature of doing specific types of prayers and reciting prayers from a book and stuff. And eventually I sat still enough that I was like, something, I want to go into a dialogue. I want to go into a deep, profound connection with spirit, with God, with source. And I would sit still and think thoroughly and just flow, speak about my fears, speak about things that I want to aspire to, some of my frailties, some of my frustrations, some of my guilts that I might have, some of the challenges that living in existence in this world often we're confronted with, where we need spiritual intervention, where we need some measurable sense of solace and comfort. And I've always found prayer to me very comforting, because I've always been a solitary individual, you know. And as I cultivated a life of prayer, I noticed that in time, when you start cultivating a life of prayer or discipline, that certain doorways begin to open. There is a shift. There is a change that goes that start manifesting around you as you make an endeavor to go into deep, profound prayer. Um, me specifically, the model that I've always utilized when I prayed and stuff is, especially when I started developing as a media unidad espiritista, was I would utilize, I would wake up each day, and I would try to wake up each day at the same time. Um, the reason for that is that in going into prayer, it's like almost, I would imagine myself walking up to a door and then opening up a door and sitting in front of a door. And I will visualize myself sitting there with a candle, and just, that's my way of trying to connect to the energies that abound, In that door, I would imagine it, me piercing this existence and beyond. The veil, the thin veil that surrounds us constantly, to be able to connect and commune with spirit, to elevate ourselves to a higher frequency and tap into that energetic field that surrounds us on a daily basis. And I would always pray at the same time, every day. I would just talk about a lot of things that I was being confronted with. I would go read my book. I would read the Bible. I also created an ambience. I would light my incense. I would knock on my altar table. I would ring a bell. So I would create an ambience. And then I would sit still for a moment before I could collect my thoughts and go into prayer. And to me, it's very integral to go into prayer on a daily basis and stuff. And it did help in my development, because over time, me going into prayer, I started noticing that I started getting visions. I started sensing movements around me. I started dreaming more profoundly. And, and I would keep a journal and stuff. But I know that a lot of my development has come from having prayer. And you could pray at home. Some people might not have time to sit there and pray and dedicate 5-10 minutes because they have a normal life. You could pray on your way walking to your job, or when you have a moment in your job and stuff. Just pray, connect, pay homage, pay respects. Give gratitude to God, to Source, to your higher power, or the spirits that walk with you. You don't necessarily have to know people's names, or the deities' names, or the spirits' names. Just acknowledge, the forces that be, the powers that be. Give me peace, give me stability, give me tranquility. Allow me to be able to perceive or sense the messages that you wish me to apply in my daily lives, so I could be able to evolve as a human being and live more present and understand what my destiny is, what my purpose is, So prayer is very, very important when you want to develop as a mediunidad, as a spiritualist. I can't emphasize that enough. I know some people might think that, just acknowledging God in the morning and that should suffice. No, actually, it's not gonna be sufficient. Developing as a mediunidad espiritista takes time, takes commitment, takes sacrifice, takes personal accountability. It's a discipline, it's a way of life, and as such, you have to put in the work. The spirits and the spirits, our guides, need to see us wanting to create that connection, wanting to create that rapport with them, and they will test us. They will test us to see how suitable we are as an instrument or as a vessel of change, of transformation, of healing. Because temptations abound, situations abound around us, frustrations abound around us. But regardless what life throws at me, I noticed that I found a great deal of solace going into prayer. It's been been very therapeutic for me as a human being, as an individual, that has to have that I have had to overcome a great deal of adversity in my life. And I can't emphasize that enough to folks. Developing a life of prayer, is so essential to developing as a piritita in a media unidad. And I hope this information finds everyone well, and it's helpful to those that want to make a conscientious endeavor in trying to develop as spiritualists, or just anyone that wants to go into creating a bond, a connection, or rapport, or nurture and cultivate a relationship with spirit, with God, the deities, or the orishas, or the saints, or whatever deity that we have an inclination connection with. I can't emphasize that enough. And I hope that you guys like my video, and that you guys can subscribe. And I'm gonna see what other topics I could bring up, and what other suggestions I could possibly make, or tips that I can offer, and some of my own personal experiences as a piritita in a media unidad. I also want to indicate to folks that I do conduct readings, spiritual readings, both in person, and for those people that are concerned with this whole COVID situations, I do provide readings via phone. I will provide you with all my information here on the bottom. And please subscribe, like, and share, with the community. That's what I'm here for, is to share my experiences, share my understanding. I'm no expert, I'm no specialist and stuff. I'm just a simple piritita media unidad. And I have a Centro templo here in the Bronx, where I assist people in their personal development, personal enrichment. I do teach, and I'm creating a curriculum of study for folks that really want to delve into Piritismo Criollo, Puerto Rican spiritualism and stuff. And I hope that everyone finds themselves blessed and finds this video enjoyable, and may God and Spirit bless each and every single one of you. Luz y progreso to everyone. And like I said, be kind to yourself, be kind to those around you, and continue to fight the good fight. Stay positive, stay healthy, stay strong, and God bless every single one of you guys. Thank you. Bye.